Stay back. Okay. All right. Hey there, friends. Listen, this is Dedrick here. I was sitting in my office, and many people probably don't know this about me, but um, I have a low voltage contracting business, and as far as I should say, my YouTube followers don't know it, that I have a low voltage contracting business. But I wanted to just take a moment to share some information about low voltage contracting and how you start a low voltage contracting business. I know I've had followers or not followers, or friends or people just come to ask me and say, "Hey, how did you get into that business?" Because it's not a common business or industry to get into. It's actually a specialty trade that most people they're not familiar with it. So if you talk about low voltage, they always ask me, so what is low voltage? Well, low voltage is multiple things. Low voltage can be voice and data cabling for your internet service, for your TV service. Uh, it can be sound systems like for churches or for nightclubs. It can be security systems. It can be camera systems. It can range from fire alarm systems, access control systems. It's a wide variety, a wide range of uh, things that cover low voltage, the low voltage world. So the market is definitely there. If you think about it now, so much technology and everything is technology driven. Well, in order to get the technology to the locations or get it to your computer or get it to your home, you got to have cabling, which is low voltage cabling. So there's so many good things that you can do to get into the to low voltage world. Hey, Essential Consultant, how are you? So I wanted to just kind of break down a couple of things. One, when you're considering getting into the market, the low voltage market, you want to understand the market. You want to understand the importance of the market. So just like I was explaining about those different fields or areas you can go into, it's important that you know what's the demand for that industry. So, for instance, like if you was to go into the fire alarm, you know that the fire alarm world is an industry that is required. You got to most businesses can't open up without having a fire alarm system in their facility, and so that's a market. So if you wanted to go into it in that area, you go into it in that market knowing that okay, there's a demand, there's a requirement, there's it's code driven for that. Another one would say you doing just low voltage cabling like so you know that if I was to get into that market, I would why what would be my niche or why would I get into that market? Well, that market is driven by because everyone needs internet service basically now, right? And so in order for you to conduct business, you got to have internet service and you got to have the internet cabling. So you definitely want that. And let me close my door because I don't want anybody to come in. So, but you definitely want that area to be covered. I'm on the phone. So you want that area to be covered when you're doing that type of work. So in that industry, sorry about that, guys. I had to step away so I can make sure I wasn't interrupted and disturbed. So, and then another thing, you want to look at investments or how to start your business. You got to what investments are needed in order to start that business that you are looking to start. So, some of the investments that you need, especially in the low voltage world, you need to invest in tools. So you'll need tools. You'll need your computers. Of course, you'll need a phone to be able to contact your customers and communicate back and forth with your customers. You'll need, like I say, you'll need a computer to be able to do your quotes, or you can do your quotes on your phone. Technology has so many different softwares now available for you that you can do all these different things. And let's see here. You want to your different business model. You need to look at the business model. What type of organization is your business going to be? Is it going to be like an LLC, or is it going to be a corporation, or will it be a sole proprietorship? You really got to gauge that on where you're at and see if that's going to be something that's suitable for you, and what's the best way and model that you right now currently, if you're just branching out into business, you want to know which model is best for you. Then you got to look at these aspects. You got to look at the legal and regulatory issues and things that come up. So again, most of these things are code driven. Like fire alarm, again, that's code driven. So you definitely want to make sure that you check with your state and check with your local municipalities to see what are the requirements for to do such as fire alarm systems, or what's the requirements to do low voltage cabling that you may need to do in order to be able to do installs or sales and of those systems. Some states and some cities are they're different. You know, some of them require, some of them may not require. If you're just doing low voltage work, they may not require that you be a licensed electrician or anything like that in that area. Uh, and they just, you know, they may just require you to have a business license. I don't know, but you definitely need to check with your city and state to see what's the requirements for that. And then you also want to check to make sure and see if you're going to have permits when you before you do work. You know, you want to check to verify if I'm going to need to pull a permit. I had somebody call me the other day and asked me about that, and they had been doing work for about 2 years now, and they said that they never knew that they had to pull a permit until they went to this one particular site and found out that it was required that they pull permits to do low voltage cabling. So you definitely want to check on that because you don't want to get caught and doing something, you know, doing some jobs, and then you be in the middle of a job and you can't complete it because you got to pull a permit and you don't have the other information or licensing that you may need to do those to pull the permits. You want to look at the insurance requirements. You always want to have some insurance, especially in this industry, in this field. You want to get you some type of insurance, general liability insurance, depending on if you have any employees. You want to have workers' comp, you know, auto insurance, and depends on what type of contracts you get. Because if you get contracts with like city contracts or government jobs, they may have you to get additional coverage, and most companies will want you to be a certificate holder, uh, contractors or contracts that you get. So you look into that. Lastly, I want to talk about branding. You want to definitely look into how you can brand your business, your low voltage contracting business. You want to look at, you got to have a website. You want to look at how you can market it. You know, if you want to do your marketing, if it's going to be mainly on social media, or if you're going to do door-to-door sales. Really, a lot of people don't do door-to-door sales anymore. But you know, if that's something you want to do, hey, you know, you can do that. But content marketing, you know, you want to look at that. If you want to look at the different ways for content marketing, you can, like, you want to do ads or stuff like that. You want to do that on social media or Facebook or Instagram or Google Ads. Google Ads is a good one that you can actually do it on because you can just, you know, place an ad out there and it goes into the Google world. And so if anybody searches for your type of services, it'll pop up. So you definitely want to do that. But social media is another one that you can do your ads on. You can talk about stuff like what I'm doing on YouTube. So that's another one. You can talk about your services and just let people know about the services that you're offering. But you definitely need a website. So when people find you or they find the services that you offer, they can go to your webpage and they can see a list of the different things that you do. Maybe have some pictures on there, maybe of your work, so that they can see your work. They kind of vet it a little bit to see, okay, maybe this I want to go in that direction with them or whatever. And so you also maybe want to have some references on your website that's available, and or references or testimonials, just saying the type of work that you've done for someone, and you know, see if they were satisfied with it, or so forth. So those are just some small nuggets of information I wanted to put out there, because, like I said, I've had multiple people that come to me and ask me, "How did you get started?" And you know, or they've, you know, kind of got stuck in the jam, not knowing they needed this licensing or they needed this information to complete the work. So this is a very lucrative industry that you can get into. Again, this is a high demand for low voltage work, it's a high demand for all of the different fields that's kind of fall under low voltage work, which a lot of people don't know a lot about it. But if you like to work with your hand, it's a great industry to be in. If you like to sell, it's a great industry to be in. So it's just wide open. So if you like this video, please like it, share it. I would love to get on and do more and just kind of go into more detail and break it down if it's interesting or if you're interested in that information. Also, we do offer some coaching assistance for those that are looking to get into the industry or looking to start a service-based business. My website is in the bio comments information down below. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. Again, hopefully you can follow, and hey, leave a comment or leave some information if you want to know more about this industry or the service-based industry. I would love to get on and just kind of talk to you guys some more about it and share what I have with you so it can better equip you. So hopefully this has been a bit beneficial to you all. Hopefully got a little bit of information out of it, and then you can take it and you can do something with it. And I hope you have a great day. See you guys next time.